Hello all, welcome to i-tutor Academy. In today's session, we will start with the subsection of 10 from Unit 13, MMBC 006. Okay, so that is about people. So people constitute an important dimension in management of service in their role both as performers of service and as customers. So people as a performers of service are important because a customer sees a company through its employees. The employees represent the first line of contact with the customer. They must therefore be well informed and provide the kind of service that wins customer approval. The firm must recognize that each employee is a salesman for the company's service. The importance of customers in service stems from the fact that most service imply active and involved customer organization interface. Next is service personnel. Service personnel are important in all organizations, but more so in an organization involved in providing services. The behavior and attitude of the personnel providing the service is an important influence on the customer's overall perception of the service, and he can rarely distinguish between the actual service rendered and the human element involved in it. The case of telephone operators is still controllable because the telephone system present a low contact organization. Higher or low contact is defined on the basis of percentage of total time the customer has to spend in the system compared with the relative time it takes to service him. By this definition, restaurants, hospitals, schools represent a low contact organization. High or low contact is defined on the basis of organization. The other important distinction of service personnel is between those that are visible to the customer and those that are not. In a restaurant, the waiters are visible while the cook in the kitchen is not, like that. And as a marketing manager, your primary concern is the visible service personnel, and especially so if yours is a high contact organization. You have to be concerned with the ways in which you can improve the quality and performance of your service personnel. This can be done through careful selection and training of personnel, laying down norms, rules, and procedures to ensure consistent behavior, ensuring consistent appearance, and reducing the importance of personal contact by introducing automation and computerization wherever possible. And customers, so customers are important because they are source of influencing other customers. In the case of doctors, lawyers, consultants, one satisfied customer will lead to chain reaction, bringing his wake a number of other customers. So customers are also very important in the business services. Physical evidence. Cleanliness in a doctor clinic, exterior appearance and interior decor of restaurant, the comfort of the seating arrangement in a cinema hall, adequate facility for personal needs at the airport all contribute towards the image of the service organization as perceived by the customer. The common element in this is that they are all physical, tangible, and controllable aspect of a service organization. They constitute the physical evidence of the service. There may be two kinds of physical evidence, that is peripheral evidence and essential evidence. Peripheral and essential evidence. Peripheral evidence is actually possessed as a part of the purchase of service but by itself is of no value. Airline ticket, checkbook, receipt for confirmed reservation in a hotel are example of peripheral evidence. A checkbook is of value only if you have money in the bank. Without it is of no significance. And peripheral evidence adds on to the value of essential evidence. In a hotel, you may find matchbox, writing pad, pen, complimentary flowers, and drinks, which you may take away, like that. And one obvious way of making the service more tangible is by developing tangible representation of the service, as is done in case of credit cards. Credit cards have a physical entity and are identifiable by their brand name and a distinct look of card. Other way by which a service can be made more tangible is by standardizing the physical attributes such as location, interior decor, color scheme, etc. Okay, so it's different. The second way is to make it easier for the customer to understand the concept of the service which you are offering with the easily perceived objects and ideas. Promoters of package tours may provide detailed information about the hotel, food, and transport facility they would be using to help the consumers understand the concrete dimension of the tour and this reduce their anxiety arising out of uncertainty. As a marketing manager, you can help the customers to understand the service or you are offering by stressing the organization and consumer relationship. Advertising agencies assign one account executive or a team to particular client to help him identify with the agency. So activity is based on this section, you just refer. And next is process. Okay, so in service organization, the system by which you receive delivery of the service constitute the process. In fast food outlet, the process comprises buying coupons at one counter and picking up the food against that at another counter. The process of delivery function can be compared with that of operation management in a manufacturing unit. And in a factory situation, operation management implies the conversion of input into the finished product, but in a service organization, there is no clear cut input or output. And service can be described on the basis of type of process used in the delivery of the service. The three kind of delivery process that are perishable applicable in case of service product are line operation, job shop operations, and intermediate operation. When the consumer require a combination of services using different sequences, the job shop type of operation is more useful. Hospital, restaurant, and educational institutions usually have this type of delivery process. In a hospital, some patient need only consultation in outpatient department. Some others may need consultation at a well as medication or X-ray. Some patient require hospitalization for surgery, medication, or investigation. All these categories of consumers require a different combination of the hospital service. And as a manager, you are interested in optimizing the efficiency of your organization without sacrificing the qualitative aspect. Some of the critical questions you need to focus upon are: what are the specific steps involved delivering the service to the consumer? Are they arranged in the most logical sequence? If not, can some steps be eliminated, combined, or rearranged to form a smoother sequences? And what are the steps in which the consumer is involved? Can the consumer contact be reduced or totally eliminated? Can we introduce automation to speed up the delivery process? And summary of this chapter is here. Services can be distinguished from product on the basis of their characteristics of intangibility, inseparability, heterogeneity, lack of ownership, and perishability. These characteristics pose a challenge to the marketing manager who has to find solution to constraint imposed by these features. The marketing of services required an extended marketing mix comprising production, pricing, promotion, and distribution, as well as people, physical evidence, and processes. The marketer has to lay great stress on the last three elements of the marketing strategy and combine them with the first four to achieve a harmonious blend which fulfill the customer's want satisfaction. Okay, so that's about this summary. Keywords are here. If you feel any words are difficult, you just refer this section. And self-assessment questions also here. You just try to do it. It will help you for your term and examination and also parallel to the assignment. Okay, so in between any doubts, you can contact us. This is about unit 13 of MMBC 006. And for a more MBA videos, you just do like, share, and subscribe our channel. Thank you so much for your support.
i-tutor Academy presents IGNOU MBA complete syllabus coverage classes for individual students, semester-wise subject with online and flexible timing. For more details, contact on +916 238 21785.